Hey guys, Crew Blown Way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
And we are back with Reacher. Last time we had... Don't look at that.
Shouldn't have seen that.
Last time we had, let's see, what have we been dealing with? We've had the T-1000.
Yep.
We've been having our old team being killed, right? So we've been searching into that, trying to figure out what they were looking into.
We've been doing Atlantic City.
Yeah. We have a weapons dealer, AM. I think he's a weapons dealer. Dangerous dude, assassin. Like, I don't know what exactly he is, but I think he's a weapons broker of some sort. I believe.
Kind of a not nice guy.
But he's getting plastic surgery, I think. He saw like a sign on like a bench, right?
I want his face off.
Yep, and on my face. So I don't know, something like that's happening as well. But yeah, that's it. I do want to say like there is there's the Rosenbaum, Michael Rosenbaum. He has a podcast.
Yep.
Alan was recently on that.
He was.
I haven't gotten to watch
it
for the
yet, second time,
but it was about Reacher and stuff too.
Yeah.
But I want to check that out at some point too. But I was worried if there'd be any spoilers too, so I want to avoid spoilers at the same time.
I watched a little bit of it, and then I stopped, kind of for the same reason.
Sure. So if you need more Alan in your life, make sure you check out Michael Rosenbaum's podcast.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get on to Reacher right now.
I wouldn't say we haven't found any new information.
Transformers.
I mean, we've got 3 special investigators dead, 1 in the wind, and the one who's missing just happens to be the one who worked for New Age. What? Look, someone's got to say it. Was Swan working with these guys or with these guys?
Swan's not dirty.
Look, man, we all want to believe that he is.
I know Swan. We all do.
You don't think there's even a chance?
No, I don't. Focus on what we found.
It's unusual for a Reacher.
Tony Swan.
Shane Lake?
Shane Langston. Is that the first time we got his name?
Now we got to look into all these fuckers.
Don't forget Marlo Burns. She knew she was sending us right into a buzzsaw when she gave us Seropian's address.
So the entire company's suspect. We got over 1,000 employees. How are we going to tackle that?
One at a time.
One at a time.
That's how you tackle. You can't tackle multiples at once. You tackle one guy at a time.
Oh, it depends how big you are.
Not if they're spread out. Doesn't matter how big you are.
If you're
there and Rick's there, I'm tackling one of you.
If you're Goliath, you can tackle a whole football team.
No one's that big.
Goliath is.
Who put this song on?
This is the Talking Heads. Well, you got beef with the Talking Heads?
Road to nowhere. When we're sitting here getting nowhere. Seems a little defeatist. Besides, it's not even their best song.
Probably prefer Psycho Killer.
Psycho Killer. I think I know that song. Something like that.
There were multiple emails between Swan and our old friend Marlo Burns. Just them. No one else copied.
About what?
Music. But not really.
How do you know?
Code.
He wrote, I was listening to an album the other day. Thought you might like it. Jimi Hendrix.
Swan hated Hendrix. Anything with hard guitar.
No Skinner, no Hendrix, no Zeppelin, no Who. I mean, that was his rule. It says the 6th track is called Little Wing.
Little Wing.
A file on a federal defense project called Little Wing. By far the biggest contract New Age has ever had. 4 times the size of anything I've seen anywhere else in their records. A 9-figure contract.
People have murdered for less.
Damn.
9-figure?
Yeah.
Reacher, I know you don't want to talk about Swan.
Swan's clean. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have disappeared like the rest of the guys.
But he didn't disappear like the rest of the guys. His body was never found. His place wasn't trash.
He wouldn't just leave his dog to die. Not who Swan was.
Maybe. Or maybe he ran off so fast because he knew 3 pissed-off soldiers and a kaiju were coming for him.
I was gonna say, there's more than 3.
And a kaiju. That's great.
People in our profession are sent overseas where we're shot at, bombed, blasted from IEDs. Then these assholes make more money selling this shit than all our pensions combined. It's fucked up.
How much is 48 bricks worth anyway?
47. One's missing. There's 47, not 48.
I counted 48 at point of sale.
Either you miscounted or they palmed one back to short you.
No. You do shit like that, you're not in the game for long.
I know we loaded 48 bricks into Swan's ride.
Let's check your car.
Is there one left in Swan's car?
Maybe.
Mystery solved.
He knew where to look.
Must have fallen back there when I was driving and gotten stuck. Guess the first round's on me tonight for that fuck up.
It was like, did he do it on purpose, or was it just
Age? I'd say that's worth 2 rounds.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
She got a feeling.
He thinks it's just a thing.
Yeah. And actually, it was maybe breadcrumbs. Seemed a little bit resentful that they weren't making as much money.
Sure.
Mr. Mason, Dr. Zogby. So, I read
All right. Here's this plastic surgery.
got a few questions. Look, I like a payday as much as the next guy, but you're quite a handsome fellow. In a manner of speaking.
Damn.
Oh, is he just gonna pretend to be him?
He just
Don't struggle.
found a guy that looked enough like him.
Your trick here is severed.
Like, I think you could maybe pass off as him if you weren't like really paying attention.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Dang. Okay. So it wasn't like I'm gonna change my face.
Yeah.
It was I'm taking his identity.
Daniel Boyd, Senator Lavoie's legislative director. Spoiled dipshit who's never lifted anything heavier than a Grey Goose bottle in his life.
So he was born somewhere between 3rd and home base and never heard the word consequence.
You gonna pull a few moves from your sleazy adjacent playbook?
That's the general idea.
So, while we do all the work, what are you guys gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna go score some drugs.
Gotta get some to plant on the guy.
Yeah.
Shit, 5-0, 5-0.
That's just rude.
Damn!
This ain't your week.
This is the same guy he did before
Yeah.
when he got his gun and all that. I didn't
Yes.
even realize that.
I was like, these guys look familiar. He threw that stuff away last time.
Find a new line of work, asshole.
These guys keep jumping us.
You need, like,
Will we-
lookouts or something.
Will we see him a third time, you think?
Maybe.
Is there gonna be another reason we gotta go see him?
Be funny if the third time they don't have anything. They don't have a gun or drugs or anything. They decided to
They're
change.
just sitting there with a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
I like them like clearing.
Yeah.
Like it looks pretty good. And they all like keep their fingers off the trigger, until they want to
Yeah.
actually shoot.
I mean, just some expensive jewelry Marlo left behind.
Left behind. Think she bugged out?
She exited out the back door without locking it. Clothes are all over.
Jane's a gamer.
Crash Bandicoot.
Got good taste.
I didn't get to read it.
You might want to
It's
come
like 2 or
and see
3 Crash
this.
Bandicoots, I think. So you...
Why you leaving money?
Yeah. You take clothes?
Leaves a cash stash behind.
Apparently Marlo Burns.
I mean, maybe she...
to confirm, you
grabbed
reserved
enough.
a Cadillac S.
Maybe it's made to look like she was folded,
Yeah.
Oh. Well, look at you. Don't you feel more civilized now, Miss Doolittle? Hey, where are the clothes you're wearing?
Garbage.
Garbage, why?
I'm already carrying boots. If I had any more clothes, pretty soon I need a suitcase. I got a suitcase, I need a house to keep it in. Then I need a car for the driveway. Before you know it, I'm filling out all kinds of forms.
So a spare shirt's just too much of an attachment for you. Anyone ever diagnose you as a sociopath?
Diagnosed? No.
Admitted psychopath? Sociopath? Oh!
Not one word.
Holy shit.
That's 2 words. Another one and I'll shove this kitten heel right up your ass.
I'm just saying you look nice.
Okay.
Did they have their hair done in the dressing
look
room
ready.
too?
Let's go listen to some boring ass music.
Damn.
Maybe they did their hair before.
Mm-hmm.
Like they changed and got ready in the dressing, like in the store. You know what I mean?
8/13ths for 7 months, 6-day working weeks. Be a timesheet clocking hours, maybe a rating scale. I don't know.
Let me tally it up for you.
Right.
Tally.
It's a tally.
What?
Here. 13/14ths. Something happened 13 times when it was supposed to happen 14 times. There were 2,197 total events, whatever they were. But they only succeeded 1,547 times. But that's not the interesting number. Look how many times they didn't get the outcome they wanted. 2,197 minus 1,547.
650, holy shit.
650 at 100K each. It's all connected somehow. She's a friend.
Okay. Whatever you say. That was some dress, though.
Hell of a dress. Nearly. It's intermission. Dixon and Boyd are leaving now.
There they are.
It's intermission.
Yep.
They're leaving.
Neely again. Says my guy's in place.
Hey, this friend of yours, he's gonna come through for us, yeah?
If he was in the army, I'd have asked him to join the 110th.
Just play cool. Just play cool.
It is.
Yep.
Sir, you're gonna want to put the drugs away and step out of the car.
Talk. It's not that big of a deal. Little Wing is just a code name.
For what?
For a new technology currently in development, some incredible anti-missile software originally developed to protect commercial aircraft, but a certain aeronautics company approached us.
Let me guess. New Age.
Okay, all I know is that missiles shot from the ground completely bypass their target, making pilots believe the threat has passed, and then they recalibrate, turn around, zero back in on the aircraft, and re-attack. It's death from above, and there is no way to avoid it. You fire, you hit your target. Period. Hey, Lavoie and me, we cut some corners. We did some stuff we should not have done, but it was all to get a defense bill passed. Protect the country.
How'd that work out?
Hey, excuse me. So, are the drug charges getting dropped or what?
I don't know. I'm not a cop.
I'm not a cop.
Oh, Finlay.
Heck of a surprise getting a call from you.
Hell of a surprise hearing you're wearing the badge again. Lieutenant, no less.
Yeah.
We're on retirement didn't suit me.
Speaking of suits, see you're still sporting the tweed.
Today, boss. Car's running, and if I don't get out of this straitjacket soon, things are gonna get ugly.
Neely? Didn't recognize you. Looking good.
Mind your business, elbow patches.
You heard the lady.
See you around, Reacher.
See you around, Finlay.
That's probably all we get of him now, huh?
Probably.
That was cool though.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna knock on the door and say, can the DOD come out and play?
My brother worked for Homeland. His contacts can help us.
Oh, shit. How's Joe doing these days?
He's dead.
They didn't know. Oh man.
I'm starving. We should eat.
Dang.
Neely knew. but-
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was involved in all that, you know. But I guess
Yeah.
it makes sense that they don't know. Back.
Dibs on the bathroom. I need to get changed.
Yeah? You gonna throw it in the garbage like our sociopathic friend?
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Got the ass for it.
Did we go to the wrong place to get food?
I think this is.
This is where we get our steaks.
What makes you think we have guns?
We were told you'd be packing, Reacher.
These guys.
Know his name.
No guns, so no noise.
I said you were smart. I'm gonna cut you, gut you, and leave you
dead. Oh my god.
You ripped him off a motorcycle!
I forgot about his power.
Yes! Yes! A little too cutty.
Yeah.
Not appreciating that.
Like almost every hit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that takedown.
Oh.
After that, I would want to be unconscious.
Yep. Good. Don't let anyone die. Oh. Here.
In his fucking eye socket!
He should have been trying to kill someone. It's his fault.
No, it totally is.
I don't know what happened.
He's turned a man into a baseball!
My eyes don't hurt. So who hired these guys? Couldn't have been Boyd, right?
Most recent.
But we're in Boston still.
Before you ask if it's done, it is. Just not in the way you hoped for.
Because of a very complex operation. I have the means to give you anything you could ask for. What is it that you want?
I want to throw you out of a helicopter.
Hey! Dude, we get to see Finlay again. That was cool.
Too short, but it was great.
It was, I know.
He's doing legally gray things with.
What were the names they used? Whenever they came in, they used two names.
Yeah.
You said one was Margrave, right?
I think Reacher's name was Oscar Margrave or something like that.
Special Agent Jack Margrave.
Jack Margrave. Okay.
This is Special Agent Blake.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So just Blake and then Jack Margrave. Okay. I like that. Okay. I didn't hear it, but you said Margrave. I'm like, oh, I missed that entirely.
Yeah.
So. No, it's cool to see him come back. We wondered too if like him or if shoot, what was her name? It starts with an R, right? I'm blanking on it right now. Roscoe?
Yeah, Roscoe.
Like we were wondering before if like, oh, maybe they would show up, but here like he's left and he's gone back to I think Boston, which is where he came from, right? So that's cool. It's been what was it like 2 years?
Yeah, I think so.
So he left there, came back here.
Been a couple years of him just wandering
Lieutenant
around.
now. That's cool.
Yeah, maybe when they go to Colorado, they'll go and pick up
Roscoe.
Roscoe, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or they'll save her for later. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know if Neely would pick her up or anything, but she might not ever show up too. You know.
Maybe. Yeah.
But we had the AM guy. We got the answer of that where we thought he was gonna get plastic surgery, but instead he just is taking over an identity that looked kind of like him, right?
Enough like him to make it believable.
Yeah. It's at least a passing resemblance, right? Where if you're not looking too closely.
Yeah. I feel like that's so easily checked. He just left those bodies in that doctor's office. That guy is clearly him. Like he's wearing his lab coat with his name on it. Like,
but maybe it buys him enough time to get across country or whatever.
Maybe,
right?
I guess.
Because they were looking for him. Now he's got a different name, right? It was Dr. Whatever. It's not Andrew Margrave, whatever AM's names he had.
Yeah.
Do you think Marlo left, or do you think she was taken?
It's very suspicious that there's a bag of money. Like, if you're taking any resource with you and you just have to leave as quickly as possible.
Money is probably the thing you take.
Money is like, you can buy whatever you forget to pack.
Well, sure.
Right?
Right? If I'm like, I forgot my suitcase, but I brought $10,000.
Like, I can buy whatever clothes.
I'll buy me some clothes in a
I can buy a
suitcase.
phone charger. I can buy a toothbrush. I can buy my shampoo. Whatever.
Yeah, you're better off just grabbing that bag out of anything.
Because it's this, as opposed to this.
Yeah, a shirt folded up would take up more room than like 2 stacks of like $10,000. You could roll one up, I guess.
A pair of socks takes up more room than $10,000 cash, right?
Sure, yeah.
And it would be weird if you had a pair of socks in your coat pocket, you know? $10,000 cash, that's not suspicious at all.
I mean, it's a lot to carry on.
At all.
All right. But yeah, that's why, like, you know, clothes on the ground, toothbrush taken, like, those could be stage things where it looks like, oh, she left in a hurry. Let's leave. Let's open the closet door, grab a few things, toss them around the room. You know, make sure some hangers are empty. Just make it look like they were in a hurry. Cabinets opened up. It has that feeling of like we hurried, we left, but cash is. So I don't know.
I've packed in a hurry before, but I've never left like
a bag of cash.
No, but I've never left like cabinet doors open.
Oh, well, I mean, how big of a hurry were you in? Like Langston sending biker guys to come kill me? Hurry? Like, have you ever in that hurry?
Well,
or
if
like,
they're coming to
oh
kill
damn,
me,
I gotta be at the airport in 2 hours and it takes me that long to drive.
Yeah,
kind of hurry.
Yeah. Like,
you're probably not getting in the cupboards then.
Probably not.
But like, if you're going like
either way, like if somebody's coming to kill me and I have a bag of cash and the option of packing a suitcase, I'm taking the cash.
Sure.
Or
that's the hurriest that you can do, right?
That's the hurriest that I can be.
Bag of cash already packed. Kid, let's go. I'll buy you new games.
I have to leave now or I miss my flight. I can pack a bag or take some cash.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably taking the cash there too, right?
I think in most scenarios you take the cash. So I think that she's been taken.
Yeah.
I think. Or she was packing to leave. I don't know. Maybe if you're being packed to leave to go somewhere secure, you don't need the money. You just need like basic things. Maybe that's a possibility. I don't know.
Maybe she got the best job offer ever. And like, hey, we need you to like be in this hotel room and like do this work.
Yeah.
You can't leave for like 72 hours.
And we're bringing your daughter.
Yeah. That's weird. That sounds like kidnapping.
Yeah, it does.
I was like, it's like where she goes voluntarily, but she can't do anything that
and she gets no choices.
A free person can do
afterwards.
Yeah. It sounds like a kidnapping.
You know what? That one guy, whenever we first met him, the AM guy, he was out in Colorado. So it makes sense too of like why he was there now, right?
He was
There's
looking at the
whatever,
650, right? It was like,
yeah. So he's already had access to some of the hardware, but he doesn't have the software yet, maybe, or something. That's what the one dude took, or maybe it's like that was encrypted. I don't know.
Maybe it's gonna be like a half and half thing. Maybe Swan was involved.
Sure. That was one of the things we talked about before. Is like it was someone on his team dirty.
Yeah. So like maybe he didn't start out dirty. Maybe he was like, oh yeah, like let's do some morally gray things to make much more money. And then maybe when he realized, oh, this is definitely going to be abused, let's not do this now. And that's why he disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would hope that it's something like that rather than Reacher was mistaken about someone and he's putting his faith unjustly in a former friend. But I don't know. The show has a great way of like twisting my expectations.
Yeah. I have one theory, but if it's right and I say it, it will take away any shock value you may have.
Yeah.
So I'm like in one of those in-between things of like, I don't even know if it's going to go anywhere. But if it does, and I'm right, it takes away from you. You know what I mean?
I'm suspicious of each member of his team currently for different reasons.
I'm suspicious of one member of his team currently.
Yeah?
Just one. And it's only because of one thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Only one thing?
Yeah, maybe a second thing. I remember whenever the one dude was like in that place that had been tossed and he just happened to also be there. Like, your guys' place is a mess.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
No.
Like,
That's suspicious. The phone call of like, hands are for helping, not for hitting.
Sure.
Just happened to be giving updates and stuff.
That was one of the things I thought about was like, is hands are for helping, not hitting, kind of saying like, I need a little bit more time. We're getting there. Is it meaning like they got attacked here at night? He said like to the moon and back. Is that a code word for tonight? Don't use guns, use hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there could be something there where like that's not his kid. He has a story about his kid that he's like, oh yeah, I'd never give it, not for $65 million. Like, you know what? It's a lie. I'd do it all for $65. Diapers cost a lot of money.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Or he doesn't even have a family. It's all a lie.
Sure.
I don't know.
Like,
but that's what I'm suspicious of.
Everyone was most surprised that he got married and settled down. Maybe it's all just a ruse.
Yeah, all you have changed.
Yeah.
You know? So.
No, I was a little suspicious of Neely.
Neely?
Because she just fell into so much money.
No, Neely.
Quickly.
Neely's good.
No, I know. That's what I want to believe. But I'm a little bit suspicious that she's so rich so quick.
She worked hard as a PI.
Yeah.
With rich people.
Yes.
I'd be more suspicious of... And after last season, there's no way I'm doubting her. No way.
Yeah.
She didn't have to be there at all. If she's that selfish that she's also going to kill off her team members, she doesn't need to go there to help Reacher. She showed up out of nowhere to save him sometimes, So no. I think she's good. I'm not going to turn on Reacher. He's good.
No, yeah.
So that leaves me with...
Dixon, O'Donnell.
Swan, O'Donnell, and Dixon.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's Dixon. Which leaves me with Swan and O'Donnell.
I was suspicious of Dixon originally.
I think Swan's the red herring of like, you have those moments where it's like, ooh, he could have put that there, that heroin, right?
Dixon is the one that's pushing, like, maybe you didn't know him as well as you think you did.
Sure.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that he's around all these people that are dirty?
Wasn't Neely pushing that?
Well, she was too, but I feel like he was the main one. Like in that diner scene.
I don't know. Mine goes towards, what is it? O'Donnell, right?
O'Donnell, yeah. Odie.
Like, I think he's the one for me right now that I'm like, I don't trust him out of any of them. I think Swan, since I don't know him and he's not here, I think it's a red herring. He may already be dead. Or the thing he has is Swan has hidden the information and they have to get it out of him. So that's why.
So O'Donnell's using
missing
Reacher, Neely, and Dixon to try and find him.
Maybe.
And then get the data.
Yeah.
Because
he goes into hiding.
Maybe he stole the software and he's in hiding. That's why he left his dog. He couldn't be found. Like, under no circumstance. That's why he had to leave his dog. Yeah, makes sense.
Or they even, if they have him and they're torturing him, like, there's that point of where there's a point where you have a guy where he has the information, but if he won't tell you, like, you can't kill him if you have no other lines of getting through, right?
Yeah.
So if he's, like, that one guy wasn't talking, and they threw him out of the helicopter. We saw that before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this guy's at the same point and he won't talk, and he's the only person you have left that knows, you gotta wait, I guess, right? Like,
sure.
You kill him, you lose all hope of finding what you need.
You gotta look down other avenues.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe the route is you take out Reacher and, maybe you can use the girls from his team that they think they can handle them better, and will you tell us for their lives or something,
Mm-hmm.
But Reacher's just big and scary and can catch a chain with his arm and...
Yeah. Rip a man off a motorcycle. He did that, and
I was like, damn. Like, oh, wait, I forgot about his power scaling.
His power is immense. He just stood there and held the chain, and the other guy, like, got pulled off of his motorcycle.
He didn't move at all.
No.
The fight was pretty cutty. The breaks and stuff were great. I love that.
Yeah.
The shoe in the eye and stuff like that, too. But it was almost a one-hit, we cut, one-hit, we
Some
cut.
of them were, like...
One or two, maybe
two
three,
cuts.
But, some hits were,
Yeah.
Some
there was
cuts
a couple
were
real bad.
Double hits in a cut, and there was a couple, 2 cuts for one hit.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
Was
it cuts a lot, and I guess it kind of is supposed to keep the energy up, but I also like it makes it hard to tell what it's doing, and then that takes me out of it a little bit.
They did some weird 180 breaks with Dixon and Neely's fights, especially, where like they'd be going this way, and then they would cut to the other side where they'd be going this way, and I lost where I was in the parking lot. Yeah. It was also kind of difficult to tell which biker each one of them was fighting.
Sure.
Which it's probably because they're using, I mean, I would assume they're using like only a few stunt people, and they're like, you know, swinging their fists so they're like covering their face to the camera.
Possibly, but also probably most of those guys were just stunt people.
Yeah.
You know, so. And then we got the idea of Little Wing, which is what they're working for, like the project. It's supposed to be an anti-missile software to protect aircraft, but apparently it can help you to like just
bypass,
navigate like a missile. Like they described it as like it passes the airplane, and then circles back and hits them when they think they're already safe. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I guess that sounds bad, but I don't know how it works.
I mean, it from the teeny tiny little bit that I know about like targeting systems and stuff like that, like I don't know how you would convince like a countermeasures system that the missile wasn't still coming towards you. You know?
I don't know.
Like the radar systems on, I mean, I don't know as much about like civilian aircraft, but like the radar systems on military aircraft, like they're just shooting high power radar everywhere all the time.
So like you're gonna see it like deep.
Yeah,
deep,
you're gonna see like a little quadcopter.
I feel like in movies and stuff, times you get like missiles are dodged it. They're coming back around. You know, like you get those kind of moments there too. But I don't know about like in real flight combat situations or anything. So I don't know. Maybe it could work. Maybe it can't. Maybe it's all fake.
Yeah, I feel like the guy's description of like, the missile goes past them, and then when the pilot is like, calm down, then the missile comes back. But like,
we also might have like an unreliable narrator guy, right? Like
he also did say like he doesn't understand how it works.
Yeah, he's a guy of like he's a secretary for the senator to help with lawmaking decisions and stuff, and doesn't know what happens or how it works or the software.
He just knows that he's making.
And
the
he's kind of
safe,
coasted through
right?
life with all these things that he has.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Shouldn't hold him to high standards.
Yeah. The idea is that this thing can help defeat countermeasures and blow up any plane, however it works.
Yeah. It's undefeatable.
But, like, he had that point, too, where he's like, people made fun of the Star Wars, shoot the missiles down project. Now that's all people want to do is shoot missiles down out of the sky, protect us. And I'm like, all right, well, yeah. So maybe this sounds silly, but maybe it's a good idea.
Fucking lasers, man.
It's also one of those things where it's like, the weapon that we could use, but it's in our hands, so it's good.
Yeah. We'll use it for good.
And it's like, well, I mean, everyone figured out other stuff at some point, once you realize it's available. Once people start having guns, like guns are everywhere now. So,
yeah.
And it wasn't like one guy.
So many countries are doing a nuclear program.
Yeah. I mean, even back when they were creating it, once people realized, there's an idea here, like everyone started working on them. There was more than just one.
Sure.
But anyway, do you think he'll get his wish, Reacher? What he wants, his want? Do you think we throw Langston
bunch of land
out of a helicopter? No land. No, we throw him out of the helicopter, Calvin. He's already got boots.
I would say if Langston takes Reacher up in a helicopter, Langston is not going to be in that helicopter when it lands.
Yeah, I just wonder if that's where we're going to get, or if it's going to not get that far. Or he's in a plane or a helicopter and the missile, and it has to come back around.
Oh, yeah.
So he jumps out to try, and his parachute doesn't open, and he falls.
Because they said it's like, it's for like man-pad, like man-portable air defense rockets and stuff.
Like he takes off in a helicopter to get away. The helicopter he's been dropping.
And then Reacher shoots
Reacher has one of the hard,
and it goes past, and Langston's like, whew.
Oh man!
But actually, it was one of theirs. Yeah.
And he jumps out.
Yeah, he makes him jump out of the. That would be funny.
I don't know. We'll find out maybe next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching Reacher with us. It's been a lot of fun, and we're excited for more. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's episode. Or you can also check out Early Access, available over at blindwave.com. There's also the full length available there. And don't forget to update your recommendations and tell us what kind of shows and or movies you'd like us to react to. Top 3. That's what counts over there.
I hope we get to see the drug dealers again.